Your closet may be full, but that doesn't mean everything in it is still working for you. After 60, the biggest style problem is rarely your age. It's often the pieces you've kept for years, without noticing how much they've faded, stretched, lost their shape, or simply stopped flattering the woman you are today. And no, this is not about dressing younger or throwing away everything you love. It's about editing with intention. Because one tired pair of jeans, one shapeless jacket, or even the wrong handbag can quietly pull down an otherwise beautiful outfit. The good news? You don't need an entirely new wardrobe to look more polished. Sometimes, removing the wrong pieces makes a bigger difference than buying new ones. So today, we're going through 9 things worth reconsidering after 60. And more importantly, what to wear instead so your wardrobe feels modern, flattering, and unmistakably you. Let's start with something almost every woman has in her closet. That old pair of jeans that feels incredibly comfortable, but hasn't looked quite right in years. The problem isn't denim, and it certainly isn't that women over 60 should stop wearing jeans. In fact, great denim can be one of the most modern and flattering pieces you own. The problem begins when jeans become excessively faded, stretched through the seat, baggy around the thighs, or so loose that they erase the natural line of your body. When denim loses structure, your silhouette loses structure with it. Too much fabric around the hips and legs can visually shorten the body, while heavy fading across the thighs often draws attention to the widest area instead of creating a clean vertical line. A better choice is a straight leg or slim straight jean in a clean medium or dark wash. Look for denim that gently follows your shape without clinging to it. A comfortable mid to high rise can also create a smoother transition from waist to hip and help the legs appear longer. And pay attention to the back pockets. Oversized, low-set pockets can visually pull the seat downward, while well-positioned pockets create a more balanced silhouette. So don't remove jeans from your wardrobe after 60. Remove the jeans that have stopped doing their job. The right pair should give you shape, proportion, and polish, while still feeling completely comfortable. A t-shirt should make getting dressed easier, but some tees do exactly the opposite. Oversized logos, cartoon graphics, enormous slogans, rhinestones, and busy multicolored prints can create so much visual noise that the woman wearing them almost disappears behind the design. After 60, this isn't about avoiding personality or dressing conservatively. It's about understanding where you want the eye to go first. In a polished outfit, your face should usually remain the focal point. When a large graphic dominates the chest, especially in harsh colors or high-contrast patterns, attention gets trapped in the middle of the outfit. Add statement earrings, a necklace, or a patterned jacket, and suddenly everything is competing for attention. Instead, look for t-shirts with cleaner lines and beautiful fabric. A well-cut cotton, modal, or cotton blend tee in ivory, navy, soft blue, taupe, burgundy, or another flattering shade can look remarkably sophisticated. Pay attention to the neckline too. A soft V-neck, scoop neck, or refined crew neck can frame the face beautifully without overwhelming it. If you love prints, you don't need to eliminate them. Simply choose smaller scale patterns, subtle stripes, or one intentional graphic rather than something that dominates your entire look. The goal is not to make your wardrobe quieter because you're older. It's to make it more intentional. Let your t-shirts support your face, your accessories, and your personality, not compete with them for attention. There is nothing inherently wrong with a long, flowing dress after 60. In fact, the right one can look incredibly elegant. The problem begins when a dress has so much fabric, width, and volume that you can no longer see any intentional shape underneath it. Instead of creating graceful movement, it can make the entire silhouette appear heavier and less defined. This is especially common with oversized maxi dresses that fall straight from the shoulders, have very wide skirts, and offer no visual structure through the waist or torso. You don't need an hourglass figure to wear a beautiful dress, but the eye does need some sense of proportion. The solution is what I call controlled volume. Look for a midi or maxi dress that gives you movement without overwhelming your frame. A subtle A-line silhouette, gentle waist definition, vertical seams, or a softly draped wrap-style design can create shape without feeling restrictive. Even something as simple as showing a little ankle can make a voluminous dress feel lighter. Necklines matter as well. A soft V-neck or open scoop neckline creates breathing room around the face and can visually lengthen the upper body. And if you carry more weight around the middle, don't assume adding more fabric will hide it. Often, excessive volume makes the body appear larger. After 60, comfort absolutely matters. But comfort and structure are not opposites. The best dress gives you enough freedom to move while still allowing your natural proportions to be seen. A blazer can be one of the most powerful pieces in a woman's wardrobe after 60. But the wrong blazer can change your proportions in seconds. Heavy fabrics, exaggerated shoulder pads, overly wide cuts, and long boxy silhouettes can create one large rectangle from shoulder to hip. Instead of giving you structure, they can make the body appear wider, shorter, and visually heavier. The important distinction is this: structure is good, stiffness is not. A great blazer should create a clean shoulder line and then gently follow the body, rather than standing away from it. Look for a modern single-breasted style with subtle shaping through the waist, softer shoulder construction, and fabric that has enough movement to feel comfortable. Length matters too. If a blazer ends at the widest part of your hips, it can create an unwanted horizontal line. Depending on your proportions, try a slightly shorter jacket or one that falls cleanly beyond that point. And don't automatically size up because you want comfort. Too much extra fabric through the torso can destroy the proportions you're trying to create. Instead, make sure the shoulders fit correctly first, then check that you can move comfortably through the back and arms. You also don't have to rely on black. Navy, camel, taupe, cream, soft gray, or rich chocolate can provide the same sophistication with a softer effect. After 60, the best blazer doesn't hide your body. It gives your outfit architecture, clean shoulders, intentional proportions, and just enough definition to make everything underneath look more polished. Shoes are one of the first details people notice, and they can quietly determine whether an outfit feels polished or unfinished. After 60, the problem is not wearing flat shoes, sneakers, or comfortable footwear. The real problem is continuing to wear shoes that have lost their shape, structure, and visual freshness. Think about ballet flats that have stretched around the sides, slip-ons with collapsed soles, sneakers that look permanently worn, or comfort shoes with bulky shapes that visually weigh down the feet. Even when the rest of your outfit is beautiful, tired shoes can make everything above them feel less intentional. Instead, look for comfort with structure. A sleek loafer, refined leather flat, streamlined sneaker, or low-block heel can provide support while creating a cleaner line through the leg. A slightly pointed or almond-shaped toe can visually lengthen the foot, while an overly round, heavy toe often has the opposite effect. Also pay attention to the relationship between your shoes and your trousers. Heavy shoes beneath narrow pants can make the feet appear disproportionately large, while extremely delicate shoes beneath wide-leg trousers may look visually disconnected. Balance matters, and comfort should never be sacrificed for elegance. Cushioned insoles, supportive soles, stable heels, and quality materials are worth prioritizing. You don't need a closet filled with shoes. A few comfortable, modern pairs in versatile shades like tan, taupe, navy, cream, or black can carry dozens of outfits. After 60, your shoes should support two things equally: the way you walk and the way your outfit looks. A handbag may seem like a small finishing detail, but its size and shape can completely change the proportions of an outfit. One of the easiest mistakes to make after 60 is carrying a bag that is simply too large, too soft, or too overloaded for your frame. You know the type. The enormous tote that carries everything, gradually loses its shape, and seems to get heavier every week. It may be practical, but when a bag collapses against the body or bulges outward, it creates visual weight around the hip and can make an otherwise elegant outfit feel less refined. The better approach is not necessarily a tiny handbag, it's choosing the right scale. A medium-sized structured tote, clean crossbody, elegant satchel, or classic top-handle bag usually creates a much more intentional finish. Look for clean lines, restrained hardware, and enough structure that the bag maintains its shape when you set it down. Your body proportions matter too. A petite woman can easily be overwhelmed by an enormous tote, while a taller or fuller-figured woman may look perfectly balanced with a slightly larger bag. There is no universal perfect size. Also consider where the bag sits. A crossbody that ends directly at the widest part of your hip can draw attention there, so adjusting the strap by just a few inches can noticeably improve your proportions. After 60, your handbag should complement your silhouette, not compete with it. Think less about how much a bag can hold, and more about how beautifully it completes the entire outfit. Jewelry should finish an outfit, not become the entire outfit. And this is where many women over 60 accidentally create too much visual weight. A chunky necklace, oversized earrings, stacked bracelets, decorative rings, and a patterned blouse may all be beautiful individually. But when everything is making a statement at the same time, your face can disappear behind the accessories. The problem is not statement jewelry. Statement jewelry can look incredibly sophisticated after 60. The secret is knowing when to stop. Think of your outfit as a visual hierarchy. Decide what deserves attention first. If you are wearing dramatic sculptural earrings, allow them to be the focal point by choosing a simpler necklace or skipping the necklace entirely. If you love a bold pendant or chunky necklace, pair it with smaller earrings and a clean neckline. Scale matters too. Very heavy pieces can visually pull downward, especially when worn close to the face. Lighter hoops, elegant drops, pearls, refined chains, or modern sculptural pieces can bring brightness upward without overwhelming your features. Your clothing should also influence your jewelry choices. A busy print already provides visual interest, so quieter jewelry often works beautifully. A simple monochromatic outfit, however, can handle something bolder. This is the difference between accessorizing and decorating. After 60, you don't need less personality, you need more intention. Before leaving the house, look at your outfit as a whole and ask, where does my eye go first? Ideally, the answer should still be you. This may be the most important thing to remove from your wardrobe after 60. Clothes that fit a body you no longer have. Maybe it's a beautiful dress from 10 years ago, trousers that are one size too small, or a jacket you keep telling yourself you'll wear again someday. These pieces may carry memories, but they can also quietly make getting dressed more frustrating. Style begins with the body you have today, not the body you had at 45, and not the body you hope to have 6 months from now. When clothing is too tight, it creates pulling across the bust, stomach, hips, or upper arms. When you size up too far to hide those areas, the opposite problem appears. Excess fabric removes shape and makes the silhouette look heavier. Neither extreme serves you well. Instead, focus on fit, rather than the number on the label. Look at where the shoulder seam sits. Check whether buttons lie flat. Make sure trousers fall smoothly from the hip, and waistbands don't dig into the body. A good garment should skim your shape while allowing you to sit, walk, and move naturally. And remember that bodies change differently. Some women carry more weight around the middle after 60. Others become narrower through the shoulders or lose fullness through the hips. Your wardrobe should respond to those changes rather than fight them. Tailoring can also rescue pieces you genuinely love. Sometimes an inch at the waist, sleeve, or hem changes everything. The most elegant wardrobe isn't built around a size. It's built around fit. Dress the woman standing in front of the mirror today and give her clothes worthy of her. The final thing to reconsider after 60 may not be a particular garment at all. It may be the color hanging closest to your face. A blouse can fit beautifully, a jacket can be perfectly tailored, and the entire outfit can still feel wrong if the shade makes your complexion look dull, tired, or washed out. But this does not mean women over 60 should stop wearing black, navy, gray, or other dark colors. That advice is far too simplistic. The real question is how a color interacts with your individual skin tone, hair, and natural contrast. As hair becomes silver, white, or softer in color, some shades you wore beautifully 20 years ago may create a different effect today. Very harsh black can sometimes emphasize shadows around the face, while muddy beige may blend too closely with certain complexions. Extremely bright neons can create the opposite problem, overpowering your natural coloring. Instead, pay attention to what happens when a color sits directly beneath your face. Does your skin look brighter? Do your eyes become more noticeable? Or do you suddenly notice shadows and unevenness first? Soft ivory, warm camel, muted blue, sage, berry, burgundy, emerald, soft navy, and sophisticated rose tones can be wonderful options. But there is no universal palette for every woman. And you don't have to throw away a favorite color that isn't ideal near your face. Move it downward. Wear it as trousers, a skirt, shoes, or a handbag. Then place a more flattering shade near your complexion. After 60, choosing color isn't about following age rules. It's about understanding placement. The right color shouldn't enter the room before you do. It should quietly make you look more alive. Cleaning out your wardrobe after 60 should never be about following a list of things you're supposedly too old to wear. That isn't style. The real goal is much simpler. Remove the pieces that no longer serve the woman you are today. A pair of jeans that has lost its shape, a blazer that overwhelms your frame, shoes that look tired, or a color that drains your complexion can affect an entire outfit. But notice what we've done throughout this list. We haven't removed denim, dresses, flats, jewelry, or bold color. We've simply replaced poor fit, outdated proportions, and unnecessary visual weight with better choices. And that's what sophisticated style after 60 is really about. Editing. Keep what fits beautifully. Keep what works with your proportions. Keep the colors that bring life to your face. And absolutely keep the pieces that make you feel like yourself. You don't need a bigger wardrobe. You need a smarter one. So the next time you open your closet, don't ask, "Am I too old to wear this?" Ask a much better question. Is this still helping me look like the woman I want to be today? If the answer is no, perhaps it's finally time to let it go.